wrestling with the news. Um, like we were.
That wasn't the news.
That was the tribute.
I
in the
mean, that felt like, I mean,
the
he is the news.
in memoriam. Um, going. I don't even know how to do this transition. Core Jade has officially announced that she is leaving pro wrestling, which is not a surprise considering, she attributes her leaving pro wrestling to quote unquote mental health. But you could definitely still see her titties on OnlyFans. So she's definitely still making a good chunk of change as well. So I mean, good for her. But I think we everybody kind of knew that there was only enough shelf life for her wrestling career, considering what she was doing on OnlyFans. No.
I mean, who knows? Maybe. She saw that bag the first month and was like, I mean, it's like, fuck this.
I mean, yes, you're. I mean, you're absolutely right about that. But I think it just kind of depends on your love of the game and love of pro wrestling. Because Tony Storm made more money in her like first month of doing OnlyFans than I probably think she made in AEW as a whole. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and she left that to become Timeless Tony Storm and probably have one of the best runs in pro wrestling. Cement her legacy. So it, I do think that it just that all comes down to: are you doing pro wrestling for the money? Are you doing pro wrestling for the fame? Or are you doing pro wrestling for the love of the game? You know what I mean?
Well, no one does it just to live in an apartment. So I mean, so there's that. But you can also understand that there's a mental fortitude in loving the process, and that's the key. I think it's just you got to be in love with the process, whether it goes up, down, or indifferent. The process.
Right.
And we've interviewed enough people where it's like where people have been doing it for 20, 30 years and they never get big, but they love it because they just love the process.
Right. What um Uncle Dave, I think it was Uncle Dave that was kind of commenting on this that um, you know, Mandy Rose kind of made a new model for female pro wrestlers that they could maybe follow, and that is get into pro wrestling, get on TV, build a following, get out of pro wrestling, and then make an OnlyFans. Um, and that I don't want to say Uncle Dave is right on that, but I do think that Uncle Dave is right on that.
I
Which is,
don't think he's right because if Mandy had it her way, she would have did both. She was just cornered into one or the other.
if that was true, Mandy Rose would still be wrestling on the independents right now.
I mean, she saw the bag from the first month with full time. It was like, fuck this.
And I
I,
literally just mentioned Tony Storm's picking pro wrestling over OnlyFans. So,
but I mean, but Tony's in a company where I'm pretty sure. Well, AEW's more okay with it. Fucking,
yeah,
what is it? Megan Bain has an OnlyFans. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I believe Sky Blue opened an OnlyFans while she was a part of AEW.
do you see my point here? Now you get there.
Right. But we should both agree that AEW is not of WWE's caliber. More people watch WWE than.
Well, it's not on the caliber because it's not a What's the word I'm looking for here? Uh, they're not a publicly traded company, so they ain't got to worry about shit.
Right, but the only, and I don't want to say the only reason, but probably, a good portion of the reason people subscribe to Tony Storm, um, Mandy Rose, Cora Jade is because of WWE popularity. More casuals watch it.
I mean, you gotta be good looking too, bro. You almost had me, but nah,
I mean, WWE has.
nah.
I mean, WWE. When's the last person WWE hired that you said, yeah, looks wise now?
That's my point. You're proving my point.
So I mean, if WWE is hiring attractive people, but I mean, when haven't they? I mean, it you're you're proving my point. Like, because they're attractive, they get on WWE, they get WWE credibility, and then when they leave, they bring that to OnlyFans. But the point that I'm trying to make here is it's a scary thought that this might is legitimately going to be a model for women to say I'm only getting into pro wrestling to make bank on OnlyFans because you want people to actually be there rather than having intentions. And you
Well,
and I don't
if
know. Pro wrestling fans could smell bullshit, a mile away.
well, if that's the case, Ronda Rousey would have one, and we know that ain't happening. So the point I'm making is that like um you gotta love the process. It all goes down to loving the process. If people really love the process, they're gonna stick through it thick and thin. Even if they love the process, they're still gonna do it because, like I just said, AEW has a gang of the motherfuckers that are doing it. It ain't like it ain't like it's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It it's commonplace now. And that's where in AEW you're gonna see more of that. WWE it's a little bit different because they're trying to push themselves as a family friendly show that you know what I'm saying? Because keep in mind, kids have cell phones, they can look it up.
Right. Well, I mean,
So they're very delicate with it.
I'm just saying that it's going to be harder to weed out those people that you generally want to be there. And we're going
Hmm.
to maybe see a more incline of female pro wrestlers, especially on the independents, trying to get the WWE, with only that main goal and intentions in their mind.
I doubt it because if that's the case, then I mean the amount of women that came and went in WWE in the last couple of years would have been done it. I mean, BFAB had one. I mean,
But that was prior to
who?
WWE, right?
I mean, it was probably after she got released. So I'm thinking BFAB. Who else? Let's see, Cora Jade. Who else got? Who else? It's some women that got released. Shayna Baszler.
Not going to make money on that.
But you see my point. But that's the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Ronda Rousey,
Sonya Deville.
um, Sonya Deville. Uh, damn, who else? I feel like I'm missing some.
Oh, Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn for sure.
But she hasn't yet.
Sarah Logan. You say what?
But she hasn't.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. These are people I'm naming that. could have and didn't.
Unfortunately, Tegan
Although
Knox,
Sonya Deville's on the fence. She's on the fence. So,
and I mean she has the in with Mandy as well. So, I mean Tegan
uh,
Knox made an OnlyFans to crickets. So I mean maybe it doesn't work for everybody.
what's her face? What's her name? Lacey Evans he got one popping because she doing collabs with Mandy Rose. It's
Right.
through line. Look at that, Mandy Rose, the Hulk Hogan.
Well, I found
Bringing it back.
I found this statistic very interesting. There has been no WWE champions born in the 1990s. I believe the earliest WWE champion born was Roman Reigns in 1987. Um, Compared to to AEW where MJF was 25, so born in the 1990s when he was AEW champion.
Seth Rollins wasn't born in the 90s?
He was not.
Holy shit.
How, how do you feel about that statistic?
It just goes to show that for the WWE, your prime as a wrestler is in your 40s.
Well, does that maybe mean that the people that, well, I mean, back in like the 2000s, I mean, Randy Orton was 24 when he won the World Heavyweight Championship. Brock
And
Les
he had it for how long?
Brock Lesnar was 25. The Rock was, I want to say, 26. I think Stone Cold was a little on the older side when he won his first WWE Championship. So, is it just these guys and girls are not ready at this time, personality wise? I mean, there's obviously exceptions to the rules. These people are just not meeting that exception yet. You know what I mean?
I mean, let me see.
Batista was born,
EO was born in the 90s.
but we're talking about WWE champion, and not even World Heavyweight champion.
WWE Women's Champion accounts, man.
It does not. We're talking about the title Hulk Hogan carried.
Oh, you're talking about the
Could
WWE.
could we agree that it's easier to become women's champion than it is to become WWE champion?
I mean, you're hot enough. But then again, in the 30s, like I said, if you're in the WWE in your 30s, I'm trying to think who is on that roster now that was born in the 90s.
The ones that I heard were Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes.
So they just got into NXT. I mean, they had just gotten to NXT, what, 2022? Oh, no, probably, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, if
So
we're getting super technical, Bo Dallas was born in 1990.
yeah, but Bo Dallas, I mean, he was the NXT champion, which kind of counts, but that don't count in this, not in this, the one that Hogan carried. So my thing is this, that championship, you're not going to get it. In today's WWE, it's hella hard to get it super young because there are so many people who are rocking it on all cylinders above you in their sleep.
And I mean,
I could have swore Seth Rollins was a 90s baby, but
no.
but he probably is an 80s baby.
Seth Rollins was born in 1986.
Yeah, so he's an 80s baby. So yeah. So let's keep that in mind. You're in his first title was what, 2014?
Yeah, 2015.
No, 2015. So
Yeah.
he was what, 31?
Well, I mean, he's 39 right now, so yeah, that sounds about right.
So that's what I'm saying. So, but keep in mind that was during the time where they were yearning for that talent, that younger, new brood talent, which they were building around Roman, Seth, Dean. Now I expect Braun to get it in the next 2, 3 years.
Do you think Braun will get it in the next 2, 3 years?
I could see a scenario in which Braun wins, Seth cashes in on him, and thus brings that breakup. But I mean, I could also see him. Honestly, he's a favorite to win the Royal Rumble next year. The way that they're positioning him,
True. I mean,
so it's not out of the realm of possibility for him.
what about Solo? Solo was born in the 90s, and I feel like if we got this version of Solo last year, we would be talk. Solo would be in a very different position than he is right now in WWE.
Nah, you needed that solo of that version to appreciate the solo of this version.
You think? Because I feel like after he lost to Ulafala to Roman, if his last name wasn't Fatu, he was probably on the chopping block.
Well, and that's my point. Like he literally, honestly, I think this was always in him. They just had him play a role.
Right. But that role didn't necessarily work.
And now he's doing what he naturally does, and that dude is the craziest guy on the roster.
He is. Um, Another guy is Jacob Fatu. Um, Born in the 90s.
Oh, it's coming. So if out of those three, Breaker and Fatu are the most likely because the rumor and innuendo, the building blocks for the next generation is Fatu, Jacob, Breaker, Ripley, which is weird to say Ripley, but I guess Ripley is that through line like Charlotte in the sense that the gatekeeper of credibility.
You do realize that Rhea Ripley's only 26.
But think how much he accomplished
Yeah.
up there now.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. Like that's crazy. That's what makes it crazy. She's 26 and she's had a hell of a lot of accomplishments. And they say she's a building block. Like what the fuck? She's the future. I'm like, I must have missed something because she's like right now.
Talk about when she's ready to retire. Those OnlyFans will be popping records.
I don't think she would need to do it. She got enough bread in her account.
Very true. Um, you know, I I'm just talking about WWE overall. Chuck Williams, in all honesty, he's been he's been firing on all cylinders as of late with what he's doing in TNA NXT. So, I mean, if he brings this, intensity to in this version of himself to the main roster, he could maybe really make a big impression real soon. I mean, he was born in '94, so I mean he fits the '90s description that we're talking about. What's your thoughts on that?
True.
I think
I mean,
I think he'd
to
sooner
be
get
quite
that in
honest,
Carmelo.
he's the only person that's a '90s baby that is holding a major championship between WWE and TNA.
And it's not even a WWE title.
That's my point.
Yeah. So yeah, it's it's just I am genuinely curious who will be the first person to hold that title from the 90s. Um,
Breaker.
One of those people will not be Travis Scott. If you believe rumor and innuendo, he had a falling out with WWE, will not be coming back, will not be having a match for WWE, will not be doing anything with WWE. Um, if this is actually true, if we this is the last we've seen of Travis Scott, hallelujah.
I mean, I was there when it took him 8 minutes to get down that goddamn ramp, bro. I knew that was it. Then I'm like, bro. And it ain't helping that Pusha T and the clips are in his ass. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not a good year for Travis. Get with WWE, then get his ass yoked from WWE, then getting whooped in this beef. So,
I think WWE just fucked up to begin from the very beginning. Kendrick Lamar would have been a hell of a lot better.
oh, Kendrick ain't doing that. Oh, no. Kendrick ain't that guy.
But
I mean, I think he could do it, but the problem is that I think Kendrick is out of their price range.
I mean, I mean, if we're talking about price range, I mean, Bad Bunny would have been more expensive than Kendrick, but
But Bad Bunny would do it for a good price for the love of the game.
right. So I mean, you have to have, and I mean, I feel that that was the only reason Travis was there. He wanted to be there. I mean, if you're just getting somebody to come because you want them there, that's a big difference from people coming to you. I mean, case in point,
Uh-uh.
Jelly Roll.
Mm-mm. Travis wanted to be there. He just didn't want to do the do. You see, there's a difference. He was there. He just wasn't participating, if that makes sense. He showed up at the party, but he didn't bring any snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He
I
he
mean,
didn't contribute to the cookout.
I mean,
Like Bad Bunny was ready to contribute to the cookout. Hell, Jelly Roll, from what I've seen from my peeps, he seems to be ready to contribute to the cookout.
he didn't contribute to the cookout, but he definitely clogged the toilet. He fucked up Cody's ear and his eye.
I mean, that was when I knew he was done. Between I'm just telling you, when he lifted Cody up, and John Cena, I've never seen John Cena more pissed at a motherfucker trying to push Cody down.
Right.
I'm just telling people, go back and look at that tape with John Cena's face when he was pushing Travis, well, he's like his face that he had to grab Cody's head and put him back down. Like, bitch, if you don't look this motherfucker down.
I mean, that could have been the reason why, there was a falling out, was because, obviously Cody is a big part of WWE. You know, I don't think he would take too kindly to somebody bursting his eardrum, you know, right before
No,
his biggest match of all time. And I mean,
no, Travis was high and drunk, and he just was not paying attention to cues, and that's the other issue
right. And I mean, from
because this motherfucker walked down the WrestleMania ramp. I'm just telling you right now, if you're going to interfere in a WrestleMania match, the last thing you need to do is to take 10 minutes walking down the WrestleMania ramp with a belt that no one gives a fuck about. Just saying.
Yeah. Who do you think who took longer to get down to the ring, Travis or Edge?
Travis by a mile.
Gotcha.
Travis by a country mile. Because at least when Edge came out, he ran to his spot. And I mean, he took a minute. But Travis, man, 15 minutes of the match was added because his ass took his sweet ass time.
All right.
Just saying.
Well, that will conclude our coverage of the news.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.